Alright, chat. Refresh, refresh, refresh. Everybody refresh. Refresh, 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 chat. And I didn't replace my squeaky chair. My ridiculous squeaky chair. Alright. We are back. We're back. We're gonna do some philosophical questions and so on. But first I want to check in on chat. I want to see how everybody's doing. Come on. Let me know how you're feeling tonight. I want to make sure that everybody is feeling good. I want to make sure that we're in a chill space and that we can all like breathe together and that we can all like I need people to let me know, is music good? Music levels good? Mic volume good? The moon portal was kind of malfunctioning there for a second and we got that fixed, so glad about that, right? We have, up here on the moon, we have Robot Dom Jr., the mic. Looks a lot like Robot Dom, so I call it Robot Dom Jr. I got started a little bit later than I wanted to tonight because there were some issues going on with the recording for tomorrow night. Big Halloween show tomorrow night, starting at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, so don't miss that. Make sure that you tune in. Blockhead's going to be on. That's going to be a fun Halloween stream. If you want to like come chill out with us, like it's going to be spooky. We're going to talk about the history and origins of Halloween, which you probably are familiar with some of it. We're going to talk about like ghosts and paranormal stuff like that, and people's conceptions of the paranormal and maybe like paranormal experiences that you've had and that I've had. And we're going to read tarot cards, and we might go on an adventure, kind of a little spooky adventure together. A little spooky choose your own adventure, choose your own path adventure, right? I used to love those books when I was a kid, right? Like there was like a Super Mario choose your own adventure book, and there were actually several of them, and the one in particular that my mom got for me and my brother was called Pipe Down, and it was really, really wild, and I loved doing that whole choose your own adventure thing. I loved, not knowing what was gonna happen next. I feel like I had one that dealt with like ancient Egypt as well. There was one that was not a Super Mario one, but it was a separate one. Those books were always like some of my fondest things. And there's also one that was really cool that dealt with like treasures and so on. But that one was like illustrated. That one's for like younger kids. And I remember that one had been checked out so many times over the years. There was like the library card they had like staple like the old library card onto it because it had been checked out so many times. It was kind of amazing. So yeah, how are we all doing tonight? How are we feeling? Are we feeling like we don't want to be on the earth anymore? Are we feeling like maybe, I don't know. Are we excited about Halloween? It's interesting that today I noticed that I got like super excited about Halloween all of a sudden. It was just in the middle of the day, and all of a sudden I just kind of felt all like the weird Halloween stuff, right? I felt like the whole like thrill of it all coming to me, and I was like, hey, you know what? Halloween's going to be fun this year. It's all going to work out. I don't know what happened on October 30th instead of October 31st. A lot of times it's been like that where I could start feeling the energy build, or whatever you want to call it, like the vibes, the energy, the aura. I tend to use the word energy a lot to describe that, but like a lot of times it's sort of like Halloween's energy would begin to build on like Halloween afternoon, right? I remember when we would take my son trick-or-treating that it would be like around the time we would go to pick him up from school that the energy of Halloween would start to become like clear. It would be there, and I was always super excited about it. When I was a kid, I can remember like Halloween, like just walking around the streets, and the most standing out thing standing out thing. What kind of verbiage is that? Who knows? It's my unique Momo Bunny verbiage, right? Verbiage. The most unique thing about Halloween for me when I was a kid was the smell of the candy and, like, you know, my bag or whatever, right? It was the fact that all the candy, the different kinds of candy mixed together, had a very specific smell that it would put in the Halloween candy buckets and stuff. I also have like a kind of a strange memory that, do you guys remember that like McDonald's used to do these little Halloween like theme things? So there was like a witch, a ghost, and a pumpkin, and I remember, I feel like we had all three, but I wanted the witch because when I was a little kid I was obsessed with witches. Well, they found one, but it didn't have the lid to it. They found one at McDonald's one time when we went, and but they couldn't find the lid, and we were like, okay, that's fine. You know, you couldn't find the lid, it's fine. Halloween night, we were out trick-or-treating, and I remember that the lid... Oh, that's my cat making spooky noises. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't know, like, if I don't know if the mic is canceling out. Anyway, so when I was a kid and I had like the witch bucket, right, from McDonald's, and we were out trick-or-treating, and lo and behold, like the weirdest thing, in like a little ditch somewhere, there was like the hat, the top part of the witch. And I went and grabbed it, and someone else had lost it, and I found it, and I'm like, well, they're never gonna find this. And that was the weirdest experience, you know, whenever things just kind of work out like that. Totally weird, totally fine. Let's see, okay. Just checking some more of the stuff in the stream. It's all good, it's all wonderful. So we have like a lot of stuff to do tonight. I kind of want to hang out until Ben Monster streams. I think I already said that, but I want to establish. I have like some interesting little facts that I learned today that I kind of want to share with everybody, but we need more people in the chat here, so it's like, you know, until people are actually participating, I don't really want to like share that information because I'm like, well, you know, it's being lost on people, right? Right, it's being totally lost. We can probably, you know what, I have to get I have to get something open in order for us to do art. I'm still all sniffly and stuff. Earlier today, Blockhead and I watched something that was kind of like interesting from my memories as a kid. There is, like, so if you're old enough, then you used to watch, CBS. Hold on. Pressing like all these things. If you're old enough and you ever watched like the CBS Story Break on Saturdays, it was usually the last thing to come on in terms of like the cartoon lineup. Well, there's one called Witch Cat. And the CBS Story Break never told you like the full story or whatever. CBS Story Break was always like literally just it was like pieces of a story. Oh, my abstract art is still up. That's cool. That looks really cool, guys. Okay, we're gonna do another. I think we could do like an abstract art thing, but we're gonna oh, you guys probably need me to take you to the art screen. Hold up. Oh, that's wrong. There we go. So anyway, Witch Cat is a really cute little thing where a girl finds out she's a witch, and the story is centered around the cat, like trying to figure out how to communicate to this human girl that she is in fact a witch. It's very cute, and I remembered it from when I was a kid. Of course, all those cartoons, like when you grow up and you watch them as an adult, you kind of discover that they're like not all that great. They're like poorly animated, poorly acted. The stories are not great, but of course those stories are all meant for like very small children, and it's I probably never put together what was going on in the story when I was a kid, other than the fact that the scene I remember that stood out was the moment where the cat's eyes shine, and there's another scene where the kids are given pencils for Halloween instead of actually getting candy, but then like the witch girl wishes that they had candy instead, and she ends up with like a chocolate bar with raisins on it, and of course Blockhead didn't like that. Blockhead has He's one of those people who believes that raisins don't belong in candy, and I don't agree. I love, for instance, chocolate covered raisins. So we're gonna do like a little bit of abstract art today. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna go through here, and we're gonna like, how big is the art pen tonight? Okay. I think we're also, whatever abstract stuff that we do today, whatever kind of like weird marks or whatever that we come up with today, I think we're gonna use Halloween colors. So we're gonna do like a lot of yellow and black and orange on here. So that's gonna be like a fun experience to see what we come up with, to see like what is my unconscious mind trying to tell me, what is my unconscious mind trying to tell all of you. It's getting chilly here too. It feels really, really good outside. I actually had to put on like longer sweatpants tonight to go walk my dog. I actually like where this is already. I don't think this needs much more, like as far as, let's take the opacity down. I really like the shapes that came out from it. Hold on, we need to, actually no, I need it to be, I need this to be a little bit, the sunglasses really cause this to not be super clear to me. Alright. I'm not looking at my phone, so if Ben Monster TV starts streaming, you guys let me know. Let me know if they go live, or if like any of the Ben Monster people are around, y'all come around and let me know, and then be like, Ben and Gabe are on, and we will go from there. I love like non-objective art. I love abstract art. And of course, there are always the people who run around and say things like, oh, my 4-year-old could do that. I'm like, okay, good. Then let your 4-year-old do it. Like, I mean, like, why is your 4-year-old not the one here streaming doing it? It's like, come on. Like, I understand what people mean when they say that. But a lot of times, I don't know, the abstract art is just, it's relaxing to me. It's like, you know, I don't have to put myself, like, I don't have to push myself and judge myself. Actually, I still judge myself with this, technically speaking, but it loosens up the whole artistic process, I think. I think it makes me think in a non-linear way. It helps me to experience shapes and perspectives and art in general in a way that I would not otherwise be experiencing. In reality, all we have to do is pick like certain shapes that we want. We go through and we're like, hey, which of these shapes do we really like? And we kind of work with those. I guess I could also find some of the philosophy stuff for you guys too. I could be like, hey, here's all the philosophy stuff. And we could go through that. We could walk through the philosophy. I love philosophy. Some things in philosophy get like really, I don't know, like it's, I wanted to major in philosophy when I was in college, and one of my teachers said, "Don't do it because all you can do then is teach philosophy," and that's not entirely true. It's not entirely true, but just like with anything, it's interesting how people can make like certain careers out of certain fields and not out of others. I think I'm gonna turn the music up, especially since I'm like with the way everything is set up here, I can't change the music. I can't change like the music, the volume of the music with the computer itself. I have to actually go into OBS and do it. Oh, no. Alright, we're gonna go full, but we're gonna try to figure out what needs to be. Okay. We're gonna go full blown Hamilton with this, guys. We're gonna fill in a lot of things with just oh, well that seems like that must be open somewhere. Oh yeah. That's one of the bad things whenever you try to use still color stuff, is that if you're not careful, then it will fill your whole canvas. So there's a little, oh see, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Okay, let's do like, so for those of you who are unaware, Animal Crossing is getting an update. Animal Crossing New Horizons on the Switch 2 in January. Well actually, if you don't have a Switch 2, then you're still getting the 3.0 update. And that means there's not going to be a new Animal Crossing game for a very, very, very long time. And I was talking to Blockhead about that earlier, and I was like, well, here's the technicality. That with Animal Crossing, the games have been spaced out pretty far anyway. I think the last time it was like, what, like 8 years or something? The difference between like when... Yeah, because Animal Crossing New Leaf was released in Japan in 2012, and then Animal Crossing New Horizons wasn't released until 2020. It was supposed to be released in 2019, but they pushed it back. And now we're going to go find orange. We're gonna go. Actually, I don't want super bright. Actually, I want this to be like, realistic is the wrong word, but because we're really super non-objective, but I want the colors to be more in. That was not what I intended to do, but it happens sometimes. I don't know if I like this shade of orange. I feel like I want that, yeah, I want more like... I know they didn't change it very much, but sometimes a subtle tweak in color is all you need. I feel like the other one was like a little bit too like tannish, and I kind of wanted like a more of a something like this. I hope everyone is excited about Halloween in the way that I am. I hope everybody is like ready to stir and summon the spirits, because they are in fact about to be stirred and summoned. Take a bright, actually we don't have to have a bright yellow. Oh, like I love that already. Like that actually makes me think that the orange should have been like brighter. I think what I'll do to like make this work is I'm gonna take like is that gonna be too red? Oh, hold on. I'm on the wrong layer. Maybe we did need like a... If you go too far down in orange, you end up with the, you're gonna end up with the brown. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but... You have like a very desaturated orange, you end up with brown. But that's apparently not sealed off well enough. Which one was I using? Oh, I don't even know which one it is. It's fine. That's why you should have your color palette ready at all times. My cat is next to me and I can hear him like, he's like, there's like some kind of bag that's over next to us, and like for some reason the cat really enjoys hanging out, messing with this bag. We're actually gonna do something really cool with this. We're gonna do something cooler than anyone is expecting right now. With actually, you know, hold on, let me do like a few more things on here. I think we are gonna do like a really dark... Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. That's what happens when you're on the wrong layer. Let's see if we can get by doing like a pale, yeah, like a pale yellow right here. It's probably actually where there should be like a multiplicity of colors. Okay. Oh, it is. Yeah, I like it. So we're gonna do something really cool in a second. Okay. So now we are going to take this and we are going to warp this. Actually, I need to undo all that because I just realized that I probably need to duplicate this in case I really screw this up. Now we're gonna try it. Well, I thought it would look really cool, like as a candy, as like a candy wrapper or something. I thought I would do it, but I feel like didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna watch it dance all over my screen. Oh, I'm back to where it's like not duplicated. That's not good. Okay, so let's hide that one. I keep losing control of everything. I'm losing control of everything. That's interesting that Distort does that like that. I think we're gonna play with it in a different way. I think we're gonna do the things like liquefy. Yeah, I don't like that either. I guess we can do the whole, like, I really do like doing, like, well, we'll see what happens when we bloom it. Yeah, Bloom is not gonna do us right, because, I like that for some reason, but that was weird. I clicked on uniform and it twisted it. Learn all kinds of new things with Procreate. I don't know. I'll have to like do this one. I'll have to come back to this one at some point in time. In the meantime, we're gonna go back to the gallery and we're going to like draw like cute little ghosts or something, because I don't know. That one just didn't. That wasn't hitting for me. I like abstract art, but tonight, just not quite there. All right, so let's go to my stable art pen, and so we're gonna do. I hate when that happens, when there's like. I really like this music. We'll fix him. Have to fix our little ghosts. And we're gonna make this ghost kind of cute. We're gonna make this ghost just sort of like a side-eye ghost. This is so cute. I love these so much. Yeah, I feel like he's gotta be yellow. And then this one will be orange. And then this one. Well, I don't know what we're gonna do for the... I guess this one can just be like a traditional, like, white sheet ghost. Oh my gosh. I think that's really funny. Actually, you know what? I should do this on a new layer, because if I don't, then we're gonna run into a problem where all the ghosts are like doing whatever, you know? I have to check my phone real quick too. Checking some of the stuff on here. Oh, I like this music too. It's so cool. Something's going on with my browser, my little bunny browser. There we go. Alright, cool. And now we can change, or not change, but we can keep going with the ghost faces, because now we kind of have an established pattern. I probably should have done like just a short little one like that. I just had a random thought because I was looking at the orange, and I remember that we had these like little freeze pop things when I was a kid, and they all had like names. Like each of them had like a character, and the orange one was Little Orphan Orange, which didn't make sense because it's supposed to be based on Annie, like Little Orphan Annie. And I remember that the posters for Annie, she has the white eyes, the very strange, like, blank stare. And I don't know why that came to mind. This is the grumpy ghost. He's gonna be maybe not grumpy, but he's sort of like... Now we're gonna have a tall and elegant ghost. I feel like this time the tall and elegant ghost is going to be the one that is yellow. Actually, you know what? Maybe... I don't know. Sometimes, I don't know, does anyone else have that problem with Procreate where it doesn't like to have the colors and stuff? It doesn't have, like, the color inspector won't show up. Like, actually, I shouldn't do that. I should have done that for... Let's see what color is it. Oh, that looks really good on my when I take my I take my sunglasses off. Yeah. Hope everybody's still staying chill. We are all still having the chillingest time. Alright, so we're gonna do, like, I really like the tall ones. I don't know why. Okay, so it probably needs to go like... I was like, is he on a new layer? He better be on a new layer. And now we're gonna do like to add more scenes to the moon so I can give you all a tour of what all goes on the moon. That one looks getting to the point where, like, you got some that are looking a little bit creepier here. So we need one that is... I'm actually gonna have to go back through the layers and, like, move all my little ghosts. Our little guys gotta move around. Oh, there's room to put everybody. Oh, that's the wrong one. surprised I even have the energy to do this tonight. Like, it was a long day. A long day of work. Oh, you know what? I probably need to... Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that because I do need to move him out of the way. Oh. Look at me not picking the right colors. Is everything still super chill for everybody? I hope it is. You're never obligated to participate here. You're always obligated. You're always invited. You're always invited to come to Momo streams and just have a little time to chill out. Until you hear my chair popping or my cat trying to open. There's a mean ghost right there. It's a mean ghost. With those mean ghosts. So when I was a kid, my mom my mom was a teacher, and so in her classroom, I remember that she had these, like, I think they were supposed to be like cutouts of drawings of balloons. And I remember that one of them kind of looked like that ghost. I'm going to draw this real quick and then, like, erase it. But, so the balloon looked like... It's actually kind of funny to think about it. It looked kind of like that. And I remember that it freaked me out a little bit when I was a kid. And it's actually funny because when I thought about it, they actually kind of resembled like gray aliens. Like they kind of like the way the gray aliens look is kind of close to like the way these balloons look. This is not exactly what it looked like. It's hard to explain. It was more of like a, I don't know. And they were hung up on the wall in my mom's classroom, and I think that they were supposed to be like you know, balloons that were telling the kids like stuff to do or whatever. I think they had like speech bubbles coming from them, but I remember that one kind of bothered me when I was a kid. So, and this ghost that I drew right here kind of made me think of that. I probably need to move these three. These three probably they need to be a little bit smaller and moved over. My drawings are leaning. That's fine. That actually makes it funnier. The imperfections actually make it a lot funnier. One of them up there looks kind of like Ghostface. That's kind of wild. Okay, it's actually getting time for Ben Monster, so hold up. All right, kids. Ben Monster's on, so we're gonna split. So thanks for stopping by. I love you all so much. We're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play the outro and raid Ben Monster.